What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in to break down all of the new secrets available on the Dreadnaught as part of Heresy Act 2. So going into this act, we knew that we'd get a new game mode with the Court of Blades. On top of that though, there have been a handful of updates to the existing Dreadnaught and the Nether activity. Some of them actually cross over between both of the core game modes for Heresy, but it means there are new collectibles for the destination, as well as encounters and secrets. So we'll talk about all of that stuff, as well as the new Path of Ambition, reputation changes, new quests, rewards, triumph objectives, and a handful of other things in the video. So if you want a general idea of how the content has changed for Act 2, hopefully this video will help out. If it does, a rating below really does help us on the channel. But now let's get into it. And so first and foremost, for any folks who've been back to the Nether in particular, it has got some reasonably significant changes alongside Act 2. Firstly, the primary enemy in the Nether now is Taken. And of course before, dread enemies were the focus, now there's much more of a mixture. On top of that though, you'll notice a handful of new encounters when you run through the Nether. So there are ones like this one where we have to use the Pool of Light to take shields off enemies, a bit similar to the Pale Heart. There's a cool new encounter in the Hall of Souls where we have to stand next to the lanterns in order to detonate them, which will take out a bunch of blights around the room. And there's even a new consumed mechanic, where before we'd have to take down 3 blights, but instead when it pops up now, there'll be 2 high value targets that we need to take down within the time limit, otherwise it will wipe the team. And when that's up, the Hive Eyes will spawn and give us stacks of suffocating terror. So a few mechanics changes in there, which is cool. On top of that, when you switch to the Path of Ambition, you'll notice that when you kill some enemies, they drop these orbs on the ground that we can consume, and they give us some reputation. Additionally, in future weeks for Act 2 and 3, it looks like there'll be additional dredging up secrets triumphs, revealing hidden chests on the Dreadnaught. But additionally, there are some Tithing Wormspawn collectibles, which we'll touch on in a moment. The first one that we can pick up is actually in the Hall of Souls, or the starting area for the Court of Blades. I believe you can grab this from both locations, but bang in the middle of the Court of Oryx starting room, there's a hive worm under the bridge, and the first time we collect that, it'll unlock a new objective to complete a mission called RIT, Path of Ambition. When we complete that, we're able to switch to the new reputation track at the shaping slab, and as you may have noticed, when we switch back and forth between those reputation paths, it will change the behavior of the Taken Divergence perk. So on Ambition, it allows the weapon to fire a whole bunch of Blighted Seekers after reloading, which bore through targets and explode. But Path of Ambition also resets our reputation, so we'll have to climb those ranks again, although there are some cool upgrades, including the Power of Ambition mod, where rapid hits with the weapon grant Blight rounds, which deals damage over time to targets hit by the weapon. And then, if you're after the first of the Barodiad catalysts, now that we have the Court of Blades activity, when we complete an expert run of that, if we have Barodiad equipped, it drops an item called Heavy Osseous Spine. That rewards us with the Needle's Path quest for the first catalyst for the weapon, which requires us once again to complete Court of Blades with Barodiad equipped, as well as precision weapons, and then it will simply drop the High Impact Reserves catalyst. On top of that, once we have 4 of the intrinsic upgrades for Barodiad, we unlock a new emblem in Triumphs called the Wheel. Bit of a random mention here, but there's actually a hidden room in Eris's throne world, not really super hidden, but if you drop down beneath the platform that Eris is on, there's an additional room below. For the moment, there's nothing in there, but it might be that we have to visit it at some point during Act 2. And the other component is that we get new Tithing Wormspawn collectibles. So for week 1, there are 8 out of 10 of them available, and it seems the additional 2 will drop in future weeks, potentially in Act 3, but there are 2 of them available in each zone of the Dreadnaught right now, so we'll run some footage here at the end of the video if you want to collect those. And so those are the new Dreadnaught, Nether, and Court of Blades secrets as part of Act 2. Again, more will likely come on subsequent weeks, but if you wanted an overview of all of the additions to these activities, hopefully the video has been helpful. So let us know your thoughts on these in the comment section. If you have found the video useful, a rating below really does help us out. Otherwise though, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. you.